About UEDCL, they have already started and they are running. Someone would wonder, how is government ready to protect UEDCL from influence? People are looking for deals, people who are going to come up with letters telling the director or the MD, whoever it is, that please give a job to so and so, give a contract to so and so to supply this and that. How is government ready to protect that entity?
One, the way we have supported UEDCL in preparing for the takeover of the running of the Umeme concession, we've been keen to ensure that the governance structure and policies for the company are the latest and they are dynamic to support this company in the new era it's entering. We have ensured we strengthen the board, who comes on the board, by clearly stipulating the competencies we want to see on the board of the company. So it's not just anyone, you must meet those competencies in terms of criteria to be able to serve on the board of UEDCL. But also as a government, we want this company to thrive, just like we've supported UNOC and many of the companies. So we will be keen to ensure that this company is supported in every way. Already they've gone through a recruitment. No one has really interfered with that. We've allowed for the managing director and his team and the board to do their work, and we've emphasized to them that the recruitment must be meritocratic. They must recruit the best team given the task at hand. So really the
recruitment is okay, but when it comes to contracts, you know, these people are going to be spending a lot of money on a daily in investing in the infrastructure or in the sector. How are you shielding them from these people who run around with blue letters?
Well, we have again required for the company to abide by the existing laws. We have a clear law that guides procurement. We will continue guiding the company to ensure that their processes are competitive. Remember, the company has targets, and the financing that we are availing to them must bring value. They have targets on energy losses. For you to meet that target, you must invest, and you must invest properly.
There is Uganda, one of the things that bogs down the system. These bogus procurement processes are quite abstruse and tiring. They take too much time, and many times you lose out. How will UEDCL thrive in such kind of environment that does not support quick fixes?
Yes, we have intently looked at the PPDA law to see where the bottlenecks are and how best we can support commercial companies like UEDCL, like the Uganda National Oil Company, Uganda Airlines, companies that need quick turnaround time.
Uganda Airlines was having same challenges where you need a small component to run an aircraft, but it has to be grounded for months, waiting for the clearance for people to bid. And you know, how are you going to manage such an entity, and knowing that Umeme did not need to call anybody from PPDA when they are going to procure?
And I was coming to that. So we are aware of this challenge within government. As a result, a small lean committee led by the Permanent Secretary of Finance has been constituted to quickly look at the reforms that need to be undertaken to support commercial entities operate efficiently. We have options for framework agreements, and the company today has retained a number of framework agreements where you're able to make a call of order, meaning when I need a transformer, I don't have to procure, go through 6 months.
And finally, should people expect a lower tariff since UEDCL is in charge?
We already announced a reduction in tariffs. As part of the takeover on the 31st of March, getting into the 1st of April, we did announce what we call an average reduction of 13.9%, saving the consumer about 250 billion Ugandan shillings, so across different bands of the tariffs. So you've already seen that reduction arising from UEDCL taking on the operations of the network. Of course, we will continue looking at what the other options are in line with our efforts to lower the tariffs. You already know other drivers of these tariffs. The bulk of it is in generation, how we invest in generation, because how we invest is contributing about 60%, 67% of the tariff. So we are keen to continue bringing in what we term as concessional funding, public funding, so that we experience what we are seeing at Isimba and Karuma, where Isimba we are achieving a tariff of 4.1 US cents per kilowatt hour and Karuma 4.9 US cents per kilowatt hour, compared to the privately developed power generation plants. So we are keen to invest through public financing.
Thank you so much for giving us your time. We appreciate it.
Very welcome. Thank you, NTV, for always looking out for the ministry to update the country.